What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel where transparency meets trading. If you're new here, my name is Tiana, and my goal here is to share my honest and true transparent trading journey. I trade prop firms with futures, and I also trade Forex on my personal accounts. But without further ado, let's get into this week's video. Now, to be honest, I was kind of dreading making this video. Let me adjust my. I was dreading making this video a little bit because I did not have a good trading week last week. I didn't. I did not have a win. I lost a total of $972. It is what it is. But like I said, my goal on this channel is to not just show my highs of trading. I'm going to show the lows. I'm going to show the losses. I feel like a lot of people in this industry hype up trading into something that it isn't. Trading is like a business, and just like with any business, you're going to have money that goes out, but you also going to have a hell of a lot of money that comes in. Um and sometimes your business will go through growing pains. There will be things that you have to learn, things that you learn that work with this thing but doesn't work with this thing. You feel me? But like I said, without further ado, we're gonna get into these trades. So on Monday, I took a $250 loss, and on Friday, I took a $720 loss. I did take a win yesterday on Monday, but again, we're going to be talking about that trade next week. For this video, I am going to go over the chart analysis of why I lost this trade along with the other trade, but at the end I do want to take a moment to talk a little bit about psychology and some things that I feel like are important and may be beneficial to some of you. I don't want all of these videos to be strictly just charting. Sometimes I do just kind of want to talk to the camera, and I want you guys to also maybe respond in the comments and let me know how you feel about certain things. Let me know if you can relate to certain things. I feel like it's one thing to follow someone on their journey, but it's another thing to actually kind of get to know that person and who they are, and the things that they stand for, and just different things like that. So it's an opportunity for you guys to get to know me a little bit more and also possibly learn something. But anyways, let's get into this trade. So let me go zoom out. So if you're new here, I color code. These thick trend lines are color coded to represent structure. I like to draw out or show you guys structure so that way you guys can follow along and see what it is exactly that I'm looking at, because my strategy solely relies on me straight trading based off of structure. And if you don't know what structure is, watch one of my previous videos, or subscribe to my mentor Jessica Lane. She does a great job at explaining that. All right, so as you can see right here, this 4-hour structure, which is represented by the purple, is in a downtrend. Again, I'm going to label everything in this box so that way you guys can keep up and know exactly what it is that I'm looking at. So 4 hours in a downtrend. Let's go down to this 1 hour. 1 second, trying to bring this box down. As you can see, these thick trend lines represent 1 hour going in upper direction. Anywhere you see a thin trend line, this is an actual trend line that I'm looking for price to test, maybe retest, break, all of that stuff. So thin trend lines represent actual trend lines on my chart. These thick trend lines, again, just represent structure. So you can see that 1 hour is in an uptrend. It represents blue. And if you go down one more, you see that 30-minute is in an uptrend. Again, the reason that I have this marked out is because I only take trades in the direction of 30-minute structure. The only time that I take a trade against 30-minute structure is if there are multiple confluences indicating why price is going to go in the direction or opposite of what structure is doing. And as you can see right here, I did the number one thing that I said I don't do, and I went against my trading plan. Earlier that day on Monday, I had missed out on a very good trade on GU. So I took this trade thinking that one, I could get the money back that I lost, and two, get extra profits more than what I lost. I didn't want to miss out on another move. FOMO, I know, right? Um, but I'm still gonna talk about my thought process and why I took the trade. Right here, as you can see, I have this 15-minute trend line drawn. I had a break and retest of it, which I had a little bit of divergence. So this caused me to take this trade right here. I got out around right here, 3:15. Now, the reason that I did not let the trade run is because with futures prop firms, you have to be out of trades around 3:10 p.m. Central Time. You cannot hold trades overnight. This is something that I am adjusting to. This is something that I am trying to get used to. As a trader or intraday trader, I normally hold trades. Sometimes I do hold trades overnight. I don't hold all my trades overnight. A lot of them play out within a couple of hours. But if they don't play out within a couple of hours, I hold them for maybe 1 to 2 days. But again, with futures prop firms, I am no longer allowed to do that. So it's making me be more intentional about the intentional about the trades that I do pick. Now, if you continue to play out this trade, you can see that eventually it did go in my direction. So this is a trade that I could have ultimately won if I was able to hold it. But regardless of the fact, it's a trade that I took against my trading plan. Sometimes even if you do win a trade, you have to ask yourself, is this a trade that actually went with my trading plan? Because just because it won this time doesn't mean that it's going to win the rest of the times. Trading is about probability, and you want to pick your highest probable setups, not just setups that you think may go in your direction this time, and then next time it makes you blow your account. You can't think like that. So this is that trade that I lost $250 on. Excuse me, I'm a little stopped up. The next trade that I took, I lost $750 on. I thought about showing you guys that trade, but to be honest, I did not have any true confluences as to why I took that trade. I took that trade because again, I had lost this trade. I had missed out on other trades. I honestly forced a trend line, forced me seeing something that wasn't there. And yeah, it was an overall bad trade that I shouldn't have took. So we're not going to go over it because I do want to, like I said, I do want to talk a little bit about psychology and the things that I did last week, which led to the outcome that I had this week, because I feel like talking about that a little bit will maybe help you guys and also address some things that I'm going through and maybe address some things that you could be possibly going through on your own journey. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen. All right. So this talk again is going to be about psychology. And the first thing that I want to talk about is discipline. I feel like my discipline last week was the number one reason that I had the week that I did. Again, my week wasn't just horrible. I didn't blow an account. I didn't lose more than 1% of my account, but it wasn't a week that I was proud of. It wasn't a week where I followed my trading plan to a T. And I feel like part of that again is because of discipline. Trading is a business. Like I said, it's a business, but it's one where you have to show up every day as the same person in the markets. The markets do not care what you're going through. They don't care what you had going on that morning. They don't care what you had going on the night before. Just like the markets are there showing up every day with the new price, new this, new that, you have to show up every day with the same intentionality, with the same game plan. You cannot slack off. For example, that could entail waking up, what you do when you wake up in the morning. Are you trading at your desk? Are you trading in your bed? Are you doing pre-market analysis? Are you doing post-market analysis? What are you doing when you lose a trade? Are you journaling those trades? What do you do when you take 2 losses? What do you do when you take 1 loss in a day? Are you done trading? Are you taking a couple of hours off? These things are important. I feel like so many people focus on the trading plan, or they think that a trading plan just entails, finding this A+ setup or where to take profit, where to get in. Yes, those things are important, but the things that you do outside of trading are also just important. Even going to the gym, the food that you eat, like your entire lifestyle is going to show up in these charts. And this is something that I am realizing. Last week, I was not getting up on time. I was not getting up and sitting at my desk in order to look for trades. I was rolling over and popping over my computer thinking that, oh, okay, if I see something, I'm gonna be good. And part of this was attributed because I did have a great month last month. I think I won 8 out of 9 trades. I only had 1 loss. So to be honest, I did have a big head going into this month. I was like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm profitable. I don't have to do all of that. And it's like, no matter how much money you win in these markets, they will humble you. You need to show up the same way every day with the same heart, the same mind, the same mindset. Um, in order to actually in successfully execute whatever training plan that it is that you have. So number one, like I said, discipline. Make sure you're disciplined in all aspects of your trading plan and even all aspects of your life. Because again, it's going to transpire into those charts. Number two, the second thing that I want to talk about that I am struggling with the most is FOMO. FOMO, FOMO, FOMO. And for those of you that don't know what that means, it is fear of missing out. Where you take certain actions because you have a fear of missing out on moves in the markets, missing out on unrealized profits. And for me, the thing that blows my mind is the fact that I have FOMO over money that was never mine to begin with. You feel me? Like I said, with the first trade that I had lost, I took that trade because of a trade that I did not take, and I was sad about money that I could have had in my account, but in all actual reality, you didn't have that money in your account in the first place. So it's like you're taking a trade based off of money that isn't yours right now, if that makes sense, which is kind of crazy. But it's something that I am trying to overcome. And I feel like the biggest thing and the biggest way to overcome that, and something that I'm learning, is to have patience. You have to have patience in this market. And you also have to understand that the market is going to provide an endless amount of opportunities. There are going to be many opportunities to make money in the market. I promise you, it's not going anywhere. If you didn't hop on that train when it first came by, there's gonna be another train going. I promise you. It may take a day or two, it may take a week, but another train is going to come and pick you up. A little analogy I like to use, but you have to be patient. And another thing that I feel like this industry kind of puts on a facade about is the fact that people feel like they have to trade every day, or they feel like they have to take 10, 20 trades in order to be a profitable trader. When I tell you the most successful traders, I take a lot of time studying successful traders. I believe that if you want to be something, you also need to study the people that are where you want to be. And a lot of the most successful traders, even my mentor, they are not taking 10, 9, 20 trays a week. They're taking, if 4 or 5 trays a month. They are waiting and looking for those A+ setups. They're waiting and looking for those exact little things or exact criteria that they need in order to execute their game plan, in order to execute their trade. Their patience is what makes them profitable. They're not worried about the money that they could have made. They're not worried about NFP or that quick money, which is what a lot of people try and do. They are worried about simply executing their plan to a T and waiting and sitting on their hands until they get what they want. It's kind of like going fishing. Most of the time, I remember I went fishing. Again, I'm gonna talk about a whole lot of stuff, so I like to use personal life analogies because I feel like it's the best way to understand things. But I remember the first time I went fishing with my granddad. I was so excited. I thought we was gonna go out there and catch the fish, put them on a hook, all of that. Like, I was excited for a great day. And little did I realize, most of the day we was just sitting there. I remember asking him, I was like, Granddaddy, this how we gonna do? Like, we just sitting here. He was like, yeah, you gotta wait to be patient. You gotta get a hook. And sometimes he would get a fish and throw it back. And I'm sitting here looking at him like, are you crazy? That's dinner. That's lunch. You sitting here throwing back fish that we just caught. He's like, it's not the type of fish I want. It's not big enough for me. Da da da. So that goes to show it can be translated into that. You have to be patient, waiting on things that you want, and going out there knowing he went out there knowing that he may not catch a fish at all that day, but he was okay with that because he knew that he was going to come back next day and there was going to be opportunity at some point that week. He knew he was going to catch some fish. And that's, I feel like it's the same way with trading. You have to be patient. You have to go into this market every day knowing that your setup may not present itself that day. It may not present itself that week, but just knowing that thought, or having that thought in your mind that, okay, if I continue to be patient, the market is going to provide that opportunity that I'm looking for. I just have to wait on it. So again, that's a large thing, or a large issue and problem that I'm personally working on psychologically wise to get over. And the thing that I feel like is going to get me over that is patience. I remember when I first started out trading, probably like most people, I was taking about 20, 18 trades a month. Now I probably take maybe like 8 or 9, 10, if that. And I'm not saying that in order to just be profitable, that's all you need to do. Baby, you do what works for you. If taking 20 trades and you profitable, by all means, you take them 20 trades. But for the bulk of us who do not have the psychological capacity to take on that many trades, yeah, lessen the amount of trades that you're taking. That's a big advice that I have. Number 3, and the most important thing that I want to discuss in this video with psychological things that I feel like is a part of it, your risk management. I cannot stress this enough. And I want you guys to notice, I counted it. Besides the trade that I won today, before today, I've taken a total of 6 trades this month. I have only won 2 out of the 6 trades that I have taken. And you can go back and look in the beginning of this video at my Funded Futures homepage, and I am still about $850 in profit. I've only won 2 out of 6 trades, and I'm still $850 in profit. That's somebody's rent. That's 2 families' groceries, or my family's groceries, because we eat a lot. Like, that's still good money. And the reason that I'm able to still be in profit, even though I've lost majority of the trades that I've taken, is because of my risk management. Last week, I had a horrible week psychologically wise, but I still had my risk management in place. I still was only risking uh my allotted amount of whatever trade setup that I saw, whether that was 1% or 0.5%. I was still putting that into play, which is very important, because at the end of the day, you want to live to trade another day. I know a lot of people say that, but like, I cannot stress that enough. You would rather live to trade another day than look back at the last week where you revenge trade and then practically blew your accounts, and now all of the setups that you were waiting for played out this week, and it's like you had a great week, but it doesn't really mean anything because you took so many losses last week where you over leveraged, where you tried to revenge trade to get your money back, where you traded on days where you probably stood a stop trading after that first loss. Like, all that stuff right there, doing that wipes out all of the profits that you could have made. So when I tell you risk management is number one, risk management is number one. If you don't do nothing else, please, please, please have your risk management in check. I know that all of these posts that you see with a lot of these traders who are making fast money, 3,000 here, 5,000 here a day. I promise you a lot of that stuff is coming from over leveraging. They're taking $1,000 account, $800 account, and they are risking bukus, if 60, 50% on that account. And yes, they may have days where they make $3,000, $5,000, but I promise you, they got days where they lose that entire account that they are not showing you. So please, please, please make sure you have whatever you want to risk, whatever's in your risk tolerance, whatever that is, stick to it. That is the thing that is going to keep you in this game for the longest. Again, if you want to go back and see it, I won 2 out of 6 trades and I am still profitable for this month. So if that doesn't show you that risk management will keep you in the game, I don't know what will. You're probably gonna have to be like the rest of these people out here and get your head bumped a little hard, but I pray that you don't get it bumped too hard to where, you losing grocery money and this and that, type money. I'm just playing. I'm a very goofy person. Y'all will see that side of me too. But yeah, those are the 3 things that I struggled with last week. Well, I didn't struggle with risk management. I just want to talk about it. But those are the 3 things that I feel like are very, very important, and things that I am learning to implement and learning to overcome with my trading. Again, like I said, I'm not perfect. This channel, I'm going to show you guys my true and honest trading journey. I started live trading just a year ago. Only a year ago. I spent 2 years strictly studying. My mentor again is Jessica Lane, and I spent the year live trading. I started live trading back in, was it March? I think it was April of last year. And I have came an immensely long way. But again, there are some people that have been trading for 20 years, trading 8 years, and they don't see profitability until 6 years or 7 years or 8 years. So it's like, you had definitely have to go in this field with the mindset that this is going to be a long journey. But I say that to say, I'm here to show my journey all the way through. And I want us to motivate someone. I want to get to the day where I'm having $2,000, $3,000 days and having payouts, and I can actually show people like, hey, go back and look at these videos where I first started out. Go back and look at this. Just to show people that it's like you can come from the bottom and go to the top. It is possible, and doing it the right way, while also motivating people along the way. But anyway, like I said, I'm not gonna ramble too much at the end of this video. If you guys can relate to any of the things that I said, any of the things that I talked about, please comment below. I do my best at responding. I think I'm a small channel right now. So I respond to most comments. I have no issue with at all. Giving you guys advice, showing you guys or explaining certain things that you may not understand within limits. If it's something that is beyond my capacity or something that I don't understand, I'll be quick to drop a YouTube video or another link or source of somebody that can explain it much better than me. I do not gatekeep. I want people to get to where they're going. I want people to be extremely blessed, and I want a lot more people to be successful in this field. I want a lot more I want to see a lot of more transparent and true successful journeys in this field, not people that are just trying to sell a course or make a buck. There's nothing wrong with that. Let me get wrong. There are people out here that are actually true mentors, but there are a lot of people out here that are literally just making money off of selling courses and selling dreams to people. And yeah, I'm tired of seeing it. But anyways, I will be back next week with another video showing y'all my personal accounts and that trade that I won today. Again, please bear with me. I'm going to do better with my videos. I'm probably going to be posting shorts and things like that. So stay tuned and subscribe. Like the video too. But all right, that's it.